So, hi everyone, welcome back again. So, in this video, we are going to talk about uh, momentum, the compound effect, last chapter, acceleration, which is chapter number 6. And here, this is the first part of the chapter. Then we will upload in the second video, next part. So, basically, acceleration means, in physics, it is kind of, speeding up something with a rate of some constant velocity, or we can say changing velocity. Rate of change of velocity is basically acceleration is just to speed up things. So here so here what our author is trying to say is basically you have some your limits. Sometimes when it comes to people say like this is my limit, like beyond this I cannot do certain things, right? Suppose you are going to gym, so you are having set of reputations of your every weight training or whatever kind of uh, muscle building. So any practice you are doing there, so you have a set of repetitions like 10 or 12 or 8 sets of repetition, and till 3 4, depending on your you know body weight and your stamina. Your muscle trainer or whoever is there, or you only figure it out. So you get your limits, like this much I can do. But here the expectation from author is like if you are reach at your maximum end point, if you are doing further than that point, then that is adding your specific thing, like basically that maximum goal you are reaching, and then you are hitting after that goal. So which is kind of adding to your personality, and it is giving you that extra miles which will lead you with your competitor in that you know kind of in that you know things. So suppose you are in his own experiences, like he used to have a in the real estate business, when he used to go to people, talk to them, and even while people were scolding during the midnight call, he still used to do, because everybody is facing the same kind of, like his competitor, same kind of problems with same kind of situations with other guys who were they calling. But if you are putting that extra effort there, so you are putting yourself ahead of from them, and this will compound over time, which will get you to the highest level. So this is what, and here he has given one more example during success is magazine publications. In 2009 there was a you know climber known as Lance Armstrong, but he was not well known climber. So there was a stage of races happened during that time, and he was someone who was never been such a guy who is like fame for climbing the mountains. So but in that 2009, during that, he got so much failure, right? He was Nobody was looking at his, so he's kind of a pressure inside his heart that I have to do it. And he was continuously trying, and after a certain point of time, like when everybody was exhausted, he was still trying. In the very hard moment, he tried himself to push further, and he you know then after some 18 rounds or some, I don't exactly remember, after some rounds he was ahead from all of them, even though he was new. But he was just pushing hard himself in a way that, so initially what happened, because all of them were trained athletes and known well known climber, so they were not even you know giving a fuck around that guy. So but after a certain point, when everybody is exhausted, but still he was trying, and he won that race. So this is what basically the compound, the you know what we can say, the things which we are inserting our mind, that is reflecting in our thought process, in our actual works which we are doing. So this is one of the story, and there is one more things, that there was a guy who is in gym. Basically he was a gym trainer. So he kind of mm, he was kind of uh, so basically Arnold Swagger. So he was kind of weight training method called the cheating principle. So he basically called this as a weight training method, and where he used to uh, ask people like, if you reach at your maximum reps or repetitions, will you cheat your muscle for training further at least 4 or 5 more round or more repetitions. So anyhow people used to do that just by leaning their back or anyway. So they used to basically extend their limit to 4 or 5 more repetitions, which will increase their stamina, which will increase their potential, which will compound, and it will push themselves from the different from others. So this is what basically he's trying to say, and this is during your peak maximum, like when you are almost gone. If you reach at that point and you are even still pushing further, so it means you are your maximum, and at reaching your maximum, if you are still trying, so obviously like nowhere is that in that you know that area, because everybody had their maximum, they are gone, and you are still trying, so you are basically ahead of them. So this is basically the real growth happens when we are beating our maximum. And the thing is, when we know that the competition is not from others, it is from our own self, like because we knew that this is our maximum, and after reaching that certain point of maximum, we are still moving ahead, which is maximize our limit, our potential. So this is not from someone else, because somebody could have their maximum, could have here, somebody could have here, somebody maybe could have here, but if you're still you're trying to beat that person, you reach your maxima, you try further, you again reach your maxima, you try again further. So by consistently putting your effort with some you know regular effort, it will keep you to the highest point. This is what the compound effect generally happens when we are doing things in the right way. So and he has also given the example how, like, he you know went to propose his girlfriend, basically his wife Georgia, where to but basically his father, her father. So he just have a prepared a very handsome speech in, I think, in some Portuguese language, which he do not know, but with the help of her uh, maybe sister-in-laws, he you know basically learned it, whatever that words which he has to say, those only he revised it a lot. And then in that, then after reaching there in his father's word, when he expressed his ideas and his gratitude and treats to him, then he was surprised and mesmerized, and he said yes. So this is like basically the part of the chapter which I went through. And the thing is, like, we have to beat our expectations. So we are doing some unexpected things, and then we are changing ourselves, we are beating ourselves that yeah, we can do that. So this is the uh, uh, this is all about the acceleration chapter 1. I will be reaching to chapter 2 soon, uploading that video, but it's almost ended. So yeah, this is all about acceleration chapter 1. So if you guys are watching the video, please do like and subscribe the channel, and also share it with someone who can have some, get some good things about the books, and also about the process. So okay, thank you so much, have a nice day.